are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So Cardi B was out again in court for the trial that she has with the security guards she allegedly put hands on. And with that being said, a lot of fans are still noticing her baby bump. Now, allegedly, she is planning on revealing her baby bump once the album is out. Okay? That is allegedly the plan. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Here's my thing with Cardi B. It's still not a good look. How are you going to do a tour and you pregnant? Okay? And, you know, some fans are saying, well, she can still tour while pregnant. That would be terrible. To have a newborn baby while you're touring the world. And then on top of that, you're not even fully divorced. Who is the baby daddy? Does she need to go on Maury? Is it Stefan Diddy's? Is it Off the Cheats? Is it Ken Botch Barbie's? We don't know. Who is the baby daddy? That is the question of the day. I think it just looks a little tacky to be pregnant and divorced. Okay? It's just tacky and ghetto. But that is Cardi B. She really need to be on Love and Hip Hop. This would be a very good storyline for her for Love and Hip Hop. But allegedly, she is planning on revealing the pregnancy after the album drops. Now, Cardi B also kind of teased her pregnancy. She posted these new pictures hiding her stomach, and she dropped a new set of vinyls for her album. Okay, because like I said before, she's trying to at least do 100K in purse sales first week. So with the hype of the pregnancy, Cardi B believes that she would be able to sell over 100,000 copies first week. And then plus, you know, she is trying to do a tour, which I don't think she's going to be able to do if she's pregnant. She might be able to do a few festivals. She would be an unfit parent if she went on tour. Okay, you can't go on tour with a newborn baby. That's unfit. Now, moving on from that, Doja Cat has been announced, and my tea was confirmed, that she will be officially performing at the 2025 Video Music Awards. Okay, now I'm here for it. We about to get a jealous type performance, and it's gonna shoot up the charts. Okay, let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm here for it, because one thing about Doja Cat, and we gotta give tens when tens are due, she can perform. Now, allegedly, Doja Cat took Megan Thee Stallion's Video Music Award performance spot. See, allegedly, behind the scenes, Megan was supposed to release another single after Whenever. But Whenever flopped, and her album got pushed back, allegedly, till next year. And also, she was supposed to release another single, but with the drama with Tory, her lawsuit with Milagro, her team Serpina, you know, Academics and Aiden Ross, she got a lot of other things going on. Then she's in this new relationship. You know, the music thing right now is on hold. So Doja Cat allegedly has taken Megan Thee Stallion's performance spot, because she was supposed to perform a new single and Whenever at the Video Music Awards this year. And let's not forget, last year she was the host and she performed. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Doja Cat's Jealous Type ranks as the most added song on the US pop and rhythmic radio. Okay? It also had 5 ads on the US Hot AC radio despite not being sent yet. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I think that this is going to thrive on the radio. Okay? Jealous Type, that is made for the radio. So I definitely think eventually Jealous Type will go top 20 and top 10. Now, Cardi B testified in court, and she was asked whether she was black or white or Hispanic, and she gave a very interesting response that has the people talking.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else?
Okay.
My background?
Yes.
What's the objection?
Of relevance.
Assisting.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Ma'am, you need to give your attorney a second to object. What's your objection?
Relevance, yeah.
Now, botch, pregnant, delusional, and dumb. You know damn well you are not no African or Afro-Caribbean. Okay? Now, Afro-Caribbean means you come from an African descent, which I don't believe Cardi B or her parents have. Okay? Now, people trying to say, oh, well, look at her hair. That don't mean that she black because of her hair type. That don't mean nothing. She is not black. You see the way Cardi B's parents look, her grandparents look. She is not black. She need to stop that, okay? She's having an identity crisis. That's the problem with Cardi B. That's why her face changes every other year. She has several identity crises. She doesn't really know who she wants to be, okay? But you are not black. You are not African or Afro-Caribbean. I don't care what you think. And the only reason why she's saying that is so she can get a pass for saying the N-word and calling black women roaches and monkeys. Let's be very clear. That's the only reason why she wants to get a pass, so she can continue to date black men and say niggas, okay, and call black women roaches and monkeys and all this sort of stuff. That's the only reason why she wants people to think that she's black. She's not black. Now, do I believe that she possibly spit on that lady? Absolutely. She was trying to say in court that she was pregnant. Cardi B is a violent person. It don't matter if she's pregnant or not. She's a violent person. She needs to be off the streets and in jail. This shouldn't even be a lawsuit, even though I think that lady's going to lose this anyway, because Cardi B got way better lawyers. So I don't think Cardi B's giving her $24 million, which she's suing for. Okay, that Imani lady is a little bit delusional. But Cardi B is a violent person, and people need to stop sending her lawsuits that she can't pay. She needs to be in jail. That's where she needs to be. And then them children need to be under full custody, under off the cheat. And that's point blank, period. Now, moving on from that, Queen Bee's Levi's ad campaign generated over 4.3 billion impressions and more than 65 million in estimate earned value. Levi reported a 12% increase in net revenue and a 44% surge in net income, reaching 183 million by the end of the fourth quarter of 2024. It also has been reported that Queen Bee's award-winning hair care brand, Sacred, has been named one of the 25 most powerful beauty brands, standing alongside long-established industry leaders. Its restoring hair and edge drops are confirmed to sell 1 unit every 16 seconds. It also has been reported that Queen Bee's hair care brand, Sacred, is now worth between $600 million and $900 million. Okay? With that being said, it looks like Queen Bee has her $1 billion company that she's always wanted. Now, I usually don't advertise a lot of celebrity products because a lot of them are trash. But the drops, dumb hair care drops that Sacred got, them, that shit works. Okay, I don't know what voodoo or witchcraft Tina done put in them hair care drops, but keep it coming because it really do be working. Okay, a lot of fans feel like she clocking Rihanna because Rihanna put out a hair care line and is flopping. No shade. That's what the people are saying in the streets. You know, that's why she got to sell it at Marshall's and TJ Maxx. A lot of people are saying that Rihanna's hair care line is not working and that people shouldn't buy it because she's bald. That's what people are saying on social media. That's not coming from me because I haven't tried her hair care line, so I don't know if it works or not. But Beyonce Sacred do be working, okay? That clarifying shampoo, that's a really good purchase. I'm just saying. Usually, you know, I wouldn't advocate for nothing with Queen B when it comes to her lines because I didn't like Ivy Park. But she knows what she's doing when it comes to the hair care and stuff. Okay? And that's why she got long hair. Now, moving on from that, Billboard ranks the top R&B and hip-hop albums of the 21st century. Lil Baby's My Turn is at number 1. Kung Fu Kenny's Good Kid, Mad City's at number 2. Champagne Thickums at number 3 with Take Care. SZA at number 4 with SOS. The Culture Vulture at number 5. Pop Smoke at number 6. Shoot the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Kung Fu Kenny's Damn at number 7. The Weeknd, The Highlights. What album is that? I don't think he has an album called The Highlights. You know, and I'm a Weeknd fan. I don't remember him having an album called The Highlights. Don't he have a song called Highlights? So that's not right. But anyway, J. Cole, 2014, Forest Hill Drive, and Juice WRLD at number 10 with Goodbye and Good Riddance. Okay, so let me know if you guys agree with this list. I agree with majority of this list. The only person I probably don't agree with is obviously The Weeknd. The Highlights is not an album. That was a song. I believe he had Blinding Lights. I don't even think it was called Highlights. It was called Blinding Lights. So I don't agree with that one. I definitely don't agree with the Culture Vulture being on this list either. Now, is Rihanna gearing up to drop some music? She posted a interesting photo, a throwback photo, because this is not how she looks now. This is a throwback Riri photo. I think it was on X. She had changed her profile picture. And then on top of that, all of her music is now available on Instagram. So a lot of fans are speculating that she is planning a comeback. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I would be here for a comeback musically. I just don't think that Rihanna's heart's in music, and I think the music will probably be trash. That's just my opinion on that. Now, it looks like Cardi B and Scratch Off are having a flop off because Scratch Off's Somebody has re-entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 97. So congratulations to Scratch Off for finally entering Billboard this year. Especially since her last album flopped and all of her music basically recently barely charts. So it's good to see that she has made it out the bubbling under chart and finally on the Hot 100. So congratulations to Scratch Off. Her and Cardi B can compete who have the biggest flops of the year. Now, moving on from that, usually I don't really get into my Love Island bag like that here on this channel, but we definitely have to give Ace Green from Love Island season 7 100,000 lashings. Now, a little bit of a backstory. If you don't know who Ace is, he was on Love Island. Okay, he was coupled up with Shelly. They came in basically 5th place, didn't make the final 4, and he decided to throw some subliminal shade at the 2nd place winners, Nick and Olandria, which I voted for. Okay. And with that being said, this is what he had to say.
Do you feel like Olandria and Nick's relationship is real? Is this you thinking, or is this your answer? I'm going to assume that that's your answer. Mm-hmm. Is that tough for you because Olandria is someone that you consider to be a close friend?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is tough for me because, again, she just came out here for Shelly's birthday, and we all spent a time together at the club, and we all kicking and shit like that. So I have a lot of respect for Olandria. But, again, from the last conversation that I've had with, Nick, it was a matter of it's not a romantic spark. They just, you know what I'm saying? They find each other attractive.
Nick and Olandria's relationship, you've expressed in silence, you've expressed your opinions on that. Mm. Do you think that the other relationships that have come from Love Island are real?
Yeah, Taylor and Clark. I know that's for sure real.
And the other ones, not so much, or?
Now, he also said, basically, this is what he believes Orlandria's type is on paper.
Like, I felt like Alandria has been very adamant on telling me what her type is, and like, yo, my type is this. I see myself dating this. You know, I've experienced dating different backgrounds and stuff like that. But I knew for a fact Alandria wasn't going to openly explore that, and I know the same thing about Nick. I know Nick finds Alandria attractive. I know he finds her gorgeous, but she is. Like, don't get me wrong, Alandria is fire, but I know it wasn't that anymore than, what it was surface level, because again, Nick had tested that connection. He said it wasn't enough for him, and he went back to Sierra. And then boom, again, Sierra gets axed, and now that's a thing. Back.
Now, here's my thing. Love Island, to me, a lot of couples don't last on Love Island. Most of them are there to become influencers and get the 100K. Let's just be completely 1,000. My issue is with Ace, and the reason why I'm giving him 100,000 lashings is because I sense a little bit of jealousy and bitterness, okay? You're mad because you and Shelly didn't make it to the finals, and when you came out, you saw how popular Nikki and Alandria were and how you guys weren't as popular. Mind you, he knew Shelly prior to Love Island. He could have got with Shelly off Love Island, and you were viral on TikTok. You didn't even need to go on Love Island. You did that for the clout and the fame. Let's just be honest. That's why I'm giving him 100,000 lashings. A lot of people on Love Island don't last. Amaya and Brian just broke up. Iris and Pepe just broke up. That's just the name of the game. My issue is the only reason why you're calling out Nick and Alandria is because they're more popular than you. And I hope Orlandria does not think Shelly and Ace are her friends. If they were your friends, they would not be, Ace would not be dragging you publicly. Okay? If he's talking about your relationship, he's dragging you down because he knows that you are going to receive backlash. Let's be very clear. Shelly, I think Shelly doesn't really fuck with Alandria like that. This is how Shelly really feel, but she won't vocalize it. Okay? Because she knows that she will come off as a hater. Ace, he's only 21, 22, so he don't care about being the villain. He was the villain on the show, and that's why he lost. Okay, he was the villain on the show. Everybody felt like he was the ringleader. He would do little conniving and instigating things on the show. So, to me, I think Shelly don't really fuck with Orlandria like that. And the way Ace feels, that's how Shelly feels behind the scenes, but she just won't vocalize it. And I think if I was Alandria, I would keep, her relationship with Nick private, not just from the fans, because that's what she said she was doing, but also private from your castmates. These castmates are not your friends. And I also think Nick is a little bit too friendly, and that's going to bite him in the butt. Okay, but Ace and Shelly, no shade to Shelly, she got to come to the front of the congregation and receive some of these lashings. Only because I feel like you guys definitely talk about Nicolandria behind the scenes. I just don't believe that this is all him. This is you too, okay? But anyway, I got some very hot tea on who trying to take Tamar Braxton out on Patreon. And also the real reason why the Carters are moving to London. Link will be in description, and I hope you have a great day.